Assessment for learning is a strategy used to support children's progression with learning. Many policies see assessment for learning as a positive process. As the English DFES states, assessment for learning improves pupils' scores in national tests and examinations, as well as their metacognitive skills, including the capacity to learn how to learn. This suggests that AFL increases children's independence and engages them with the expectations and their next steps and targets. However, an Ofsted report highlights that minimal ICT took place in schools, sometimes no assessment being implemented at all. Therefore, how do teachers actually provide opportunities for assessment for learning in computing? The Education Endowment Foundation highlights that assessment for learning can add 8 months onto children's progress when implemented correctly. The guidelines suggest that teachers should provide children with positive feedback which informs children on how to improve their work. Black and Williams propose factors that will support teachers implement informative assessment within lessons. Sharing learning goals involving pupils in self-assessment, provide quality feedback for pupils to recognise their next steps, longer thinking time and underpin confidence that every child can improve. Therefore, within computing, this could be implemented by teachers making regular contact whilst the children are working and provide formative feedback to ensure children are clear about their targets for development. However, Clark argues that teachers may struggle to find time to engage with every child in the class with a discussion and constructive feedback. Therefore, teachers can use alternative approaches to develop AFL strategies such as peer or self-assessment. As Berry highlights, that children can work with a partner to review and help correct algorithms and programs to provide opportunities through using methods such as WordPress app blogs in order to assess their peers. Blogging is effective as the software allows a broad audience to provide feedback on children's work. As Williams and Kessler state, this approach is a powerful technique for productively generating high-quality software products. This stems from Lev Vygotsky, who believes that learning is more effective when it is socially constructed, as peers and adults can build and mould their learning in order for concepts to be embedded. However, teachers must ensure children stay on task and suitably arrange the children in order to prevent behavioural issues. The Computing in National Curriculum Guidelines states, it's hard for teachers to judge pupils' knowledge and understanding based on the outcomes of practical tasks alone. This can cause challenges for teachers due to the removal of attainment levels. Therefore, teachers must encourage children to talk about how they created their work. This will engage them with their learning and thinking skills. As Fox emphasises, children evaluating and reflecting upon their own performance are learning to become independent learners. An opportunity for children to engage with this form of AFL is to provide children with digital badges. Digital badges encourage children to recognise their learning, and badges are given to them as an incentive for their achievement, which can be in a form of a game. Martin Ripley devised a report which indicates how e-assessment could be implemented in schools to assess children's work. This is beneficial for teachers as it could relieve some of the workload. However, this fails to allow children to return to their work and make corrections. Therefore, this may become a barrier to learning. Within my previous placement, children were programming using Scratch. I believe using this was effective as children were not only creating programs, but they were provided opportunities to critique their peers' work online. The teacher offered many opportunities for peer assessment in the classroom where the children were able to discuss their work. However, it would have been good to see more ICT integrated within peer assessment through a range of subjects, as this would have positive impacts on children's engagement and motivation, as this increased children's enthusiasm. This has implications on my future practice, which are to provide opportunities for children to use web tools such as blogs and wiki. These are effective systems which promote peer assessment, as children can read and create reviews for a relevant context. However, teachers must manage the class effectively and take into account e-safety issues. This has also highlighted the importance of effective questioning and discussion, as this allows the teacher to assess the children's learning and provide formative feedback to develop the learner.